the I AM Rapaport Stereo Podcast. My name is Michael Rapaport. Some people call me the Gringo Mandingo. Some people call me Mr. White Folks. Other people call me White Mike. I'm in here with the 2015 reigning podcast co-host of the year.
Show.
They call him G Moody.
Yep.
G Monetti. Some people call him the Black Ed McMahon.
Word.
Just jumping into it. This guy, Robert Griffin III, a.k.a. RG3. We've discussed white girl syndrome before. Would you like to explain to some of the new listeners what white girl syndrome is, and some of the old listeners reiterate what white girl syndrome is? Please, go.
Well, it's a situation where a brother will seemingly throw his life away just to be in the comforts of a white girl. So we call that the syndrome, where you throw your life away just to be with a white girl, because we don't think you would do it for any other person.
Now, just so you know, we have no problem with interracial anything. Who the fuck am I to speak? Some say, I was the face of this in the 90s. This is not the case, because some people think it's just a general thing. That's because you're sick. You're sick people. We're not talking about that. Just to clarify, I don't give a fuck who you date. We're talking about something more specific. Extreme example, O.J. Simpson lost his mind after tasting some of that blonde snapper. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. So RG3, he was married to a young lady, and then they were with the divorce. I have no idea why they're divorcing. That's up to them. Now he has a new girl, and RG3 is well behind what his career was supposed to be at this point. During training camp, right? During training camp, he has got himself involved in another love situation. While he's in the middle of his divorce, he's now with another chick named, I don't know what her name is. She's
Greta.
What is she, a runner? She's a track star?
No, her name is Greta or something.
Greta.
Yep.
Okay, so articulate how the syndrome has gotten a hold of RG3 and got him all fucked up in the game. Please break this down, Mr. Moody.
Well, what I've seen in paper, he started a relationship with this chick that he met off of Instagram.
Oh, shit.
So, and I guess he was corresponding with her. So now the wife finds out he's in a relationship. He breaks out. See what I'm saying? The wife just had a 7-month-old, just had a baby, 7 months.
Oh, man.
So, like that's the syndrome where you seemingly lose your mind.
Now, Cleveland Brown great Jim Brown has been known to take young players under his wing and bring them into the Brown room. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's something Hugh Jackson started and tried to right the ship, give him the players who lose their way. Jim Brown kind of steers them in the right direction with real hard, cold talk.
Okay, so we have obtained footage, audio, only audio. We don't have the video footage. We're trying to get that. We've sent out some of the people to get it. Jim Brown apparently has sat down mano a mano with RG3, and fortunately, the good people on the streets came to us with this footage. So you're about to listen to Jim Brown trying to talk some sense into Robert Griffin III, a.k.a. RG3. How are you, Mr. Brown? It's nice to see you again.
Look here, motherfucker.
Huh.
Didn't me and Hugh Jackson tell your ass to cut it out? We named you the starter. We named you the fucking starter. You're the worst quarterback in the league. How do you have time to be preying on white college girls on Instagram? Ain't you married, motherfucker?
Well, Mr. Brown, I saw her, and she's got blonde hair and blue eyes and really long, luscious white legs, and I fell head over heels for her.
Oh, that's all you want. That's all you want. We trying to win a championship, motherfucker. We ain't got time for this shit. And I can't believe you tattooed this chick's name, some chick you met off Instagram. You got a baby.
Well, Mr. Brown, listen.
Shut up, man. Tired of this shit. We brought you into the organization to resurrect your career, right? We brought you here. We told you you have one white girl. One. Your wife. Nigga, get out of my office.
Well, but Mr. Brown,
Nigga, get the fuck out of my office.
All right, Mr. Brown. Wow, that's riveting shit. That is riveting. I mean, fuck yo TMZ. We're breaking news. We're breaking stories all the time. I mean, wow.
That was hard.
Jim Brown doesn't play around. He gets you in the Brown room and talking that shit, and that must be intimidating. So Mr. Moody, you're in New York, correct?
Yep.
Did you make it down to Times Square? Did you see the Donald Trump statue, the new Donald Trump statue that they erected right there in Union Square?
Yes, I thought it was a great piece of art, and it was spot on.
I did too, and all you Trump supporters who think it's the media is biased and there's conspiracy this, conspiracy that. Even George W. Bush hasn't got shit on as bad as Donald Trump. Nobody, not one presidential candidate has somebody. You know how hard it must have been to put that statue up? You know how much time it must have taken to put that statue up? That's how bad people can't stand. That's how much people are going out of their way to ridicule and to bring Donald Trump to his knees. They got a statue of him that must have took hours and hours and hours and weeks and weeks and weeks. And the artist knew that shit was going to get taken away. Put it out there of Donald Trump butt-ass naked looking fucked up in the game. And these people are still talking about conspiracies and, it's there's biasness and there's this and this. You know that people I've had not close friendships, but friendships with people I know that are like, we totally support Donald Trump. How dare you talk about him that way? I've had conversations with how dare you talk about him that way?
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
Hey man, he galvanized a section of the populace, man, with a lot of dangerous rhetoric. So he has them, and then you got undercover so-called liberals, but on the low, they're gonna pull the lever for him.
It's true.
Watch. You're gonna be surprised when they announce the winner. You're gonna be surprised.
Listen, he ain't winning shit. I ain't even worried about that. And you know who's not winning also? A 12-year-old girl went on a trip to South Africa on her dream trip for her dream hunt. A 12-year-old girl and her father. And shot and killed a giraffe, a zebra, and some other shit. And have the nerve to post. A 12-year-old girl did this shit. And she's posted pictures with a dead giraffe. You know how slow giraffes are? How is that your dream, to shoot a giraffe? A giraffe is not, anybody could shoot a giraffe. You're not dope for shooting a giraffe.
Yeah. What is it like? This is like the Hunters again?
Yeah, and it's a little girl, this 12-year-old like white girl, like a regular looking girl. You would never this is like her. She said, "This is my dream come true." They killed a giraffe, a zebra, and an impala. And I got to be honest, I thought an impala was a car. I didn't know this was an animal. I'm going to keep it 150% real with you. Did you know that an impala was an animal?
Yeah, motherfucker, I knew that.
I thought it was just a car. And I'm not even playing stupid here. I'm dead serious. But this girl, could you imagine this? A giraffe, a harmless, and a zebra? And this is like your dream come true? You're not out there like, this is not good, man. I don't understand how that could be fulfilling. How this could be something you're proud of. Like, and the girl's name is Ariana Gordon. I don't know where she's from, but she did this. Like, this is like a father and daughter bonding to go shoot these animals.
Yo, killing for no reason. The blood, they call them the bloodshedders. Killing for no reason. For sport. Killing.
Yo,
these people, barbarians.
I don't understand that. You're not even eating that. You can't eat a zebra. What the fuck are you doing? This is insane.
Right. It's about life. It's about living. Live and let live.
Oh, man. What else is crack-a-lacking, Mr. Moody?
Here in New York, it's been really unbearable heat, humidity, and now it's kind of easing up. So people are now returning outside.
Is it cooling off a little bit?
Yeah, it's cooling down. Everybody's excited about it because it's just stifling and sticky and muggy. That's the worst.
Yeah, I'm not with that. I don't know if you've been watching this show on HBO, but if you haven't, it's a mini series on HBO called The Night Of, and I've talked about John Turturro a lot, and I think we talked about the Night Of, but it's really, really, really well done, really well acted, and John Turturro he's definitely like my top 5 dead or alive actors. I love him, and if you haven't seen this show on HBO called The Night Of, check it out. It's so New York. Steven Zalian directed. He's one of the co-writers of. I mean, he's done a bunch of stuff, but I know he co-wrote. He even co-wrote what the fuck? Schindler's List, romantic comedy. I don't know if you ever saw Schindler's List. It's directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
But I just wanted to shout out that film because I'm loving it. And you know what else I'm loving? Hard Knocks on HBO also. Two episodes in. That's one of my favorite shows. And I talked about the NFL earlier. That shit gets you hyped for NFL season.
Yes, it does.
Mr. Moody, what else is pop-a-lopping? We made history again this week. We put out 4 I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast episodes in 3 days. The live Chicago episode, the LeBron James emergency ep. We had to shut that shit down. We had to let him know that you wasn't going to just come for the title. And then 2 just regular episodes. I mean, again, history-making podcasting.
Absolutely, because that's what we do. And, you said something about the guy who ate somebody's face off in Florida, killed 2 people, that guy?
Oh, yeah, he was the last sick fuck of the week, yes. What about him?
The sheriff said he was a good kid.
The who?
The sheriff. He said this guy was a good kid. Now, how after you've killed 2 people and then you eat one of the faces off, how can you be considered a good person?
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I can't believe that. How could that nullifies you eating a motherfucker's face nullifies your whole history.
Right.
That's your legacy. You ate a motherfucker's face.
Yeah, it's hard to top that.
You're not coming back from that. He's a good kid. I don't give a fuck how many good grades you got before that. Once you ate and killed somebody and eat the guy's face, come on, man.
Yeah, that nullifies everything. That really kind of like. That's really what you're going to be known best for. You killed a guy and then you started to try to eat them. You're fucking out of your tree.
Yeah.
What else you got?
DeAndre Jordan says Olympics, the Olympic gold medal is worth more than the NBA final championship.
Yeah, you're bugging DeAndre Jordan.
It's always the guy who knows he ain't gonna win no championship that's trying to hedge. So he want to get the gold medals and say, oh, no, the people in the league, we really don't think about the championships. It's more about the gold medals. Come on, man.
Right.
First of all, how you going to be talking about medals? You need to make foul shots, B.
Second of all, it isn't no guarantee that the United States basketball team is going to win the medal. Third of all, you think that Patrick Ewing, our guy Patrick Ewing, who's now doing shot charts for Frank the Tank Kaminsky, you think that he wouldn't trade in his 2 Olympic gold medals for 1 New York Knicks championship? Wigga please. Wigga please. Listen, gold medals are fantastic. Representing your country is fantastic. But as far as basketball goes, you're supposed to win. This is no competition. This should not be. We shouldn't have 17 coaches coaching the United States basketball team. We should be able to send the D League All-Stars to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, and you shouldn't really be patting yourself on the back from blowing out teams who can't even compete with you. Why don't you just bring the college cats back? Let them play.
Yeah, let them play. I say let the D League dudes let them get some shine. Let some of those guys emerge and have their shine. I guarantee that they'll play better team basketball. Watching these games is not fun. I don't like watching these games. They're not dope because they're either not competitive or not well played. It's just a mess. And for these guys to compare Olympic medal to winning, you think Jordan? Come on, man. You can't even compare. I think it's so ridiculous. These guys are over there. Maybe they're taking in too much sun. They're drinking a little bit too much of that that hula. There's a bar over there in Rio that it's a theme bar, and the theme is terrorism. Like they have people dressed up like Osama bin Laden and shit like that. You heard about this place?
Nah, man.
Yeah,
that
people
shit is
are
open?
over there in Rio losing their treatment. Yeah, and this is a real place. It's a real place.
That is, that shouldn't even be mentioned, man.
I'm telling you, you could be in Rio going nuts. I mean, listen, I don't like to talk about these things, but in my heyday, I've seen some no-nos, some adult films that have taken place with Brazilian actresses. I'm sure people are really going nuts over there. I'm sure people are really, they're having a good time over there. So these guys talking about Olympic medals and all this, get a hold of yourself, okay? Get your mind right, Duke. You're wilding out.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan, hold your head, man.
Hold your head, Duke. Hold your head. What else is popping up in Mr. Monetti?
I want to congratulate the judge for convicting and giving my man Darren Sharper, the ex-NFL star, who was doing that Cosby shit, same drug, Quaaludes, all over the United States.
Right.
Date raping, putting chicks to sleep, doing all kind of shit. The judge gave him 18 years. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
He
Cosby's
raped
next.
16.
I don't see how Cosby is going to get around it.
I said Cosby is going to jail.
Yeah. It's going to be a sad day unless, old age gets him beforehand, the same way it got to Jerry, what's his name? What's the fucking coach name? The Penn State guy.
Right.
What's his name? What's the Penn State guy's name?
Oh, Paterno?
Yeah, Joe Paterno. Sorry.
And then, Sandusky, that whole crew out there was on some look the other way.
Yeah, Jerry Sandusky's a creep-ass, nasty fuck.
Yo, I want to talk about this Milwaukee with the police situation and the unrest out there in Milwaukee. We just was out there. And where it's happening is Latrell Sprewell, his area, the north side.
Yes.
Yo, certain things you have to kind of understand how a cop has to react. And with my thing is, if you're in a stolen car and you're driving through the streets, running lights, endangering pedestrians, how do you think a cop is going to? Do you think they're going to escort you to the precinct?
Right.
They're going to take you down.
Right.
You're a threat to the public
right.
at that point.
Right.
So you can't expect them to bring you in on some patty cake shit. You running lights, you on the sidewalks, you could kill people. What do you think? They just gonna follow you?
Right.
I don't get that. Like if you're stealing a car, yo, you put your life in your hands and they have to stop you point blank.
You can't use your car as a weapon.
Nothing with that.
It's true. You're using your car as a weapon. So, as far as I know, I think that they need to chill out with it. Like, you can't just go nuts. The cops have to protect the citizens. This is not listen, there's a lot of bad shit that goes on, but not everything is bad. And some of it is going to be white cops, unfortunately, on black citizens. And it's always bad when someone loses their life like that. But, the cops need to do their job.
You got, in situations like that, it's police work, and if it's part of it, man. You got to take these cats down. If it's some shit like that, yo, what are you gonna do?
This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we'll be right back. The I Am Rapaport podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattresses. Casper.com. It's an award-winning sleep startup. Go to Casper.com. $50 off purchase of any size mattress. Damn. Put in the code Rapaport, RAPAPORT, Casper Mattress in New York City. You could keep the bed for 100 nights. You could get your freak on for 100 nights. If you do not like the bed after 100 nights, you can return the mattress within 100 days. That's a guarantee. The bed will be delivered between 2 to 5 days anywhere in the United States and Canada. Same day delivery in New York City. We do not plug, we do not support, we do not take sponsorship from anything we have not tried and we are not passionate about. 450%.
Play.it is your new podcast network for award-winning news programming and #1 sports brands to entertainment and business leaders.
Welcome! We're gonna make you laugh, we're gonna make you think.
Give you that news and information.
Pop culture, reality TV.
What's happening in business today?
Relationships, dating.
The biggest names in sports.
Play.it is delivering storytelling at its best.
You want to see something entertaining? Tune in.
Hear what you've been missing at Play.it.
UFC 2002, UFC 202. Now, I have mixed feelings about UFC, but I can't wait for this guy.
You watch UFC?
I fucks with UFC.
You're a savage, man.
I fucks with UFC.
You
okay?
are a
And
savage.
this week they got the dude Conor McGregor, who I call the fake Floyd Mayweather. He tried to bite his whole style. He's Irish. He tries to talk shit like Floyd Mayweather. Now, obviously, Floyd, I've had problems with him, talked about it many, many times here on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. He's fighting my man Nate Diaz, who choked him out real proper, real lovely. Choked him out.
I don't like that, man. I think that, I don't know, I just can't get into it. I think it's really too brutal, man, to be watching.
I get it, but boxing's done, my man. It's done. Can you name 5 boxers right now?
Hell no. It's done. I understand. But that doesn't mean I got to watch a guy get his fucking teeth kicked in.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm watching this fight. I'm letting you know, and I hope, I'm making my prediction right now that Nate Diaz submits this fuck Conor McGregor in the 3rd round. Okay? That's what I hope happens. I hope he fucks him up. I like Nate Diaz. He's on some Jake LaMotta, Iran Barkley type shit. He's not pretty. He doesn't talk that fly shit like McGregor. The only reason why McGregor is accepted and not considered an obnoxious fuck is because he's a white dude talking that shit. See, when it comes in that package, it's more accepted. Granted, Floyd Mayweather has done some grimy shit. He's beating women and all that. But the whole act of being a bad guy, that Conor McGregor, you stole his style, you got choked out, and you're going to get choked again. Listen, it's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. It does what it does. Lyin Lochte, you tried to pull the wool over the Gringo Mandingo. You got caught. G. Monetti, you have any parting words on this epic episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast?
I'm going to see. I'm yearning to see the Hands of Stone with De Niro and Usher playing the great, legendary Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm not going to see Robert De Niro. I'm not going to see any other actors but Usher. I want to see if this motherfucker could pull off looking like Sugar Ray, which is going to be, I imagine, to be so difficult.
Yes.
So
yes,
he might be swinging like a girl, and I think that's worth the price of admission.
Yes, I am concerned about this film as well. Robert De Niro turned 73 the other day. We don't need to say how important he is to the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
This is just a check. This is a check from my man Bob D. He's like, yo, all right, I'll do this.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, what more can I say? We do what he do. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. It's what they call a variety show. Miles, play some shit.
Play. I need a request.
Oh, go ahead.
Give me some of that Creed Taylor style funk. Creed.
All right, this is a fantastic episode. Thanks for the support. No pack-on-pack crime. I really, it makes me sad to hear about all the shit going on between the inter-Rapapack beef. Do not like it.
That's not the theme of our show.
Yes, I think they take on our persona
shit in the fan club.
They think that this is how real life is supposed to be. No, this is podcast. This is a way of life. Yes, but you can't take this sort of vernacular and bring it into the real world. It doesn't work. Okay, that's why we have this outlet. That's why we have this forum. You can't be talking to people that are part of the clan like that. It doesn't work. Anyway, we're done. We listened to that shit. The greatest producers in the podcast game, Miles Davis, Jordan Winter, and we out.